Hey everyone, this is Tony Jones from CandyPOS911.com, and today we're going to work on physical inventory taking. So start the program. I'm going to open up the demo here, and you need to get into the back office rather than the touch screen because we're going to have to go into the inventory table and do our magic there. So we'll go main console. And then we want to open up the inventory table. And if you're doing a full inventory of your entire shop, you're going to want to zero the inventory first. First thing you do is once your inventory table is open, you get down here to the lower left under Actions and go to Physical Inventory. Just click that. And then we're going to reconcile from file. Okay, so I would say the first step is you want to zero your inventory counts if you're doing your full store. So you want to start with a clean slate with no counts. I'm not going to do that here, but you would click that and basically a screen would pop up telling you what's about to happen. And then just say yes, and then it'll go through and it'll take all your inventory levels and make them zero. And that's the way you want to start out. Anyway, if you're walking around the shop with a computer or you're bringing items up to the register and you're scanning them, then putting your counts in, you want to use direct scan inventory. In which case, you would scan your item. Make sure this is checked, ask for quantity after scan. So after you scan the item, it'll ask you what your count is. And then you have some options here as far as whether you want it to play an alert sound, if the SKU isn't found, just to alert you that what you think is in the system is not in the system, and it'll scan there and you'll have to respond to it. Or you could change the default stock location or use a different one. Anyway, let's use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as our scanned item. And let's say we're going to count 10 of those. And we say done. Now in the real world, you just keep scanning items and putting your counts in. And it's best to do just a section of the store at a time to make sure that you don't get too far in if you find things that aren't there, that aren't scanned in, that you need to go back and research. So it's good to do a section at a time. So let's say done. And we're saying originally we had 0 and we just counted 10. If that looks good, and obviously you would have a bunch of other items here scanned in as well. But if everything looks good, you would just say, okay, I'm going to update the inventory counts. And then the question comes up and says, do you want to replace the count that's in place of your existing inventory item, or do you want to add to? Now you always want to add to when you're doing your full store because you may have the same item in 3 different sections of the store. You don't want to replace that count. So if you counted 10 at the front of the store and you had 18 more in the back of the store, you'd want to add 2 for a total of 28. If you counted 10 in the front of the store and did replace, and when you counted your 18 in the back of the store, it would make the 10 into 18 rather than 28. So you always want to say add 2. And then it will finish that. So let's go look at that item. I'm going to close this up. And here it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go over here to Stock Manager. And it told us we just counted 10. We have 10 in stock, 10 available. Okay, so let's continue on and we'll scan a couple of other things in. Let's find another item here. trying to get past the matrix items. Let's say we have candy canes. Okay, so it's candy cane. Okay, and you can see here we have nothing in stock. We have one committed. It's probably on an order. If I double click that, it would show you it's on a service order. So let's go back to physical inventory. And remember, we have 10 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in stock. So we're going to reconcile from file. And again, let's scan in the candy cane and say we have 100 of those. And then we want to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we just counted 18. Let's stay with my example. So we counted 10 in the front of the store originally. That's what the level should be at now, and that's what we did check. And we're going to find the other 18 in the back of the store. And we'll say done. So this is telling us you have 10 in stock now. You're adding 18. If you were going to replace it, the difference would be 8, but we're not going to replace. We're going to add 2. And the candy cane, you had 0 to start with, and we're adding 100. We just counted 100. So we're going to update the inventory counts, and we're going to add 2. Now let's go look at those items. The candy cane, let's go off of that, and we'll come back. It's now showing we have 100 in stock. 1 held because there was 1 that's on the service order. So now that we have 100, we're taking 1 and applying it to that service order, and we have 99 available for sale. If we go back and look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a plush item, we now have 28 because we originally counted 10 and then we just added 18. So it's as simple as that. Talk to you soon.